Knowledge gives divine power. Hello. Greetings, I am Hyusamori. Greetings from the Forge of Fate. Now I will tell you about the date, July 29, 2023. Prime number 2 plus 9 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 7. Main number of dates July 29, 2023. For those born on this date, the main number is the number of that person's destiny. For the people who live this day, their destiny number cooperates with or opposes the main number of the day. Your destiny number is encoded in your birth date. It is determined by the sum of the numbers of the year, month, and day in which you were born. You cannot change it, it shows the direction you should follow, whether it is in your heart or not. Determines the conditions for performing the work for which you are suitable, the people you will meet, and the place designated for your development. Since the path cannot be changed, you must carefully choose the work for which it gives you the most favorable opportunities and attract to yourself harmonizing vibrations. 7. Mars, Amethyst, Aquamarine. Number 7. Perfection. From his square in the basic triad above it, 3 and 4, man studies the completion and refinement of the great cosmic number 7 and notes its repetition in the 7 days of the week, the 7 colors, the 7 tones of the scale, and the 7 planets. He takes his first initiation and retires from the world of action. He discovered that the week is not the closing number in man's cycle and that his material duties are not yet finished. 7. Wisdom, solitude. Master the weapon of insightful analysis. Work on your spirit to become a good counselor or priest. Be alone, but not lonely. Engage with theories and principles, constantly expand your erudition with useful knowledge. Do not accumulate property and wealth, your material deprivation will be compensated with spiritual treasures. Rest, study, reflect, be more silent, and recognize yourself. Don't seek cooperation, don't be a leader. Learn to see the invisible. You will find your chance more in what you receive than in what you purposefully seek. Live in quiet places away from the hustle and bustle. The appeal of Path 7 is to individuals who need a clear theory in life. The element is water, deep and quiet. The number 7 is associated with the divine principle. The help of angels brings luck. Thus, spiritual growth is related to revealing the laws of nature. The spiritual man becomes a scientist who admires the Father Creator and studies the creation. 7 is the connection of the material with the spiritual. One finds one's place in the whole circle. The accumulation of wealth and prestige becomes meaningless. The real wealth is knowledge and people. On this date, the week occurs 3 times in the month, in the year as the sum of all the digits in the year, and as a base number. Day 29 consists of the numbers 2, 9, and the sum 2 plus 9 is equal to 11. 2 is a number of antitheses, with extremes like day and night. It requires balance and contrast, and it maintains balance by blending positive and negative qualities. 2 represents the feminine principle. Softness, earth, perception, and understanding. The symbol is the moon. The number is a mutual overflow of opposites. It requires balance and contrast. Periodic action, like day and night. It gives us a sense of duty. The mother woman is the basis of a new life, and she supports this life until she is ready for independent activity. Therefore, the mother is passive, understanding, intuitive, embracing, and giving birth. The negative side of this figure is indecision, suspiciousness, and self-sacrifice. During the day, this is reflected as a change in the situation. You need the ability to listen to others. Attracting allies. 2 people work and think better than 1. Find partners. Now is not the time to show off. Your leadership qualities can appear in negotiations with people. As the first number 2, it shows cooperation, understanding of others, and a person who is ready to help people. Beak, who is intuitive and devoted. We see the number 9, the end of the cycle and success. In this case, the passive observer has drawn his conclusions. Forms a conclusion. The completed cycle may allow a new cycle to begin. The watcher must become a teacher of others. Ignore all racial and caste prejudices. Realize that each person is a whole universe. Put everyone else before yourself. Give up personal ambitions, even your property, if the good of others requires it. Attract everything, but keep nothing to yourself. Do not settle anywhere for long, let the world be your home hearth. Give generously of your love and sympathy, and try to understand the person next to you. His element is fire. The man has completed his own cycle. He started from 0, Godfather, behind the unit, became a passive creator with 2, was reborn with 3, limited his options to 4, progressed to the state of freedom from limitations in 5, took his spiritual initiation from an active being, became an observer in 7, returned to the material statement as a means but not an end in the 8th, and completed the work of universal service in the 9th. The number 11. 11. Revelation. Cultivate subjectivity. Rise to the field of inspiration. Be a support for others and their patron. Create new principles. Study mysticism and practice it. Trust your intuition and the higher forces that guide you. Let your mind be alert to receive initiation and revelation and impart them to the world. Don't hoard, don't save. The message of 11 is to shine light. Inspire with your example and with the truth that has been revealed to you. Live modestly and ascetically. Chance is the preaching of the word, be it spiritual, revelatory, or artistic. You will reap great honors if you do not seek them out of selfishness. The appeal of 11 is to those who need spiritual encouragement and to artistic idealists. Today can be particularly important for a step forward, but it can also bring failure. It depends on your attitude. It can be the beginning of a new cycle while also falling into the old hole. It is similar to 7, opens doors to new achievements and inspires. This day is a bridge to the gods. The light of the world belongs to the whole world. It does not reward but purifies and heals. It requires faith, worship, and prayer. It requires you to give your best. Along with this, the number 11 added together makes the number 2, which is a balancing of opposites. In this case, 2 powerful individuals have agreed to cooperate. Thus, the main meaning of the number 11 was born. Exceptional strength and combativeness combined with leadership qualities. For this month, we again see the numbers 0 and 7. The 0 reinforces or makes us go round in circles until we learn our lessons to the end. At 7, we must have made the correct and accurate analysis. Let's separate the most important. Let's synthesize the right idea. To detect and confirm connections. By using control and love to manage the processes. Science and laws set the rules. Observing the divine processes without emotion, just a statement of what is happening. The year in the date has 4 digits, 2, 0, 2, and 3, the 0 is only a hidden possibility. Or repeat the cycle. 2 enable cooperation, partnership, and tolerance. The ability to act softly, invisibly, perceptively, and passively. Sometimes it's good not to be the leader. The whole date shows that you have to wait patiently for your moment. Diplomacy, mutual respect, and support are needed. Man achieves his goals in cooperation with others. Sometimes it's good to support someone else. Success does not always lead to recognition. The number 3 means sustainability is symbolized by the triangle represented by past, present, and future. The number unites talent and cheerfulness and allows for adjustment. It is characterized by strength, aggressiveness, organization, determination, and the ability to work. There is a sense of optimism and good cheer. Energy and time should not be wasted. It can be considered the child. In this case, it is a product of observation. The child as an unbiased observer. The observer must be clear about expectations, notions, and predictions. Such an automatic observer is the child. One of the conditions for revealing the laws of nature is to have no prior expectations. The person with preconceived expectations will seek confirmation of his own theories. Be clean like a child. Live in the moment, like a little child. Summary for the date July 29, 2023. For this date, the number 7 is repeated as the main corrective. Your product or goal may be to achieve knowledge. The world moves according to divine laws. These laws have been studied by humans since mankind has existed. You can learn from previous experience and build on it. The number 11 allows for great leadership. In this case, leadership with knowledge. The number 2 gives flexibility. If you know what's going to happen, you don't have to announce it to people. Sometimes expressing your point of view calmly and gradually is easier to accept. People have their own opinions, and they can only hear your opinion when it confirms their own. Equipment and cooperation. Also looking at 9, which means completion. You don't have to do everything yourself. You have accumulated knowledge, and you are guided by it. The rest of the people have their own knowledge. Find like-minded people and complete projects that can be completed. Success comes when everyone recognizes it. To achieve something great. Your success should not destroy the world of others. Success is when people happily support you in your success. Thus, knowledge of the divine must be combined with knowledge of man and the group. Together you will succeed in learning the world. This was from me, Hirsa Mori.